Yo, it's your boy Russ. I'm in the building with these three young kings in the building. I got no captivity. Sir Hill speaks, and my man Poppy Blanco. Russ. I'm in the building with these three young kings in the building. I got no captivity. Sir Hill speaks, and I got no captivity. Sir Hill. My bad for the feedback. I had an extra page on, but yo, man, talk to the people, man. What's good? My bad for the feedback. I had an extra page on, but yo, man, talk to the people, man. What's good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I appreciate you having me in here, bro. Yeah, I'm good, man. I appreciate you having me in here, bro.
You still hear it, Rush?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
Do you still hear the echo? You still hear it, Rush?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
You still hear it? You still hear it, Rush?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
You probably got a YouTube, couple YouTube pages open.
Yeah,
You probably got a YouTube, couple YouTube pages open. You probably got a YouTube, couple YouTube pages open. You probably got a couple YouTube pages open.
Hey, what's up, y'all? As y'all are coming in with my guy Russ, be sure to smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe. My man is back in the building. Are coming in with my guy Russ. Be sure to smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe. My man is back in the building. Are coming in with my guy Russ. Be sure to smash that like button. Be sure to.
Yo, can y'all still hear the feedback?
Nah, when you mute somebody, it goes away.
Yo, can y'all still hear the feedback?
Nah, when you mute somebody, it goes away.
Okay, so we good now, right?
There's still a feedback. I think it's Freezy.
So we good.
Okay, can you say something, Rush, for a second?
Yo. Yeah, it's not me.
Yeah, I think it's Freezy that has the feedback.
Yo. Yeah, it's not me.
Yeah, I think it's Freezy that has the feedback.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think it's you. It seems to be you with the feedback. Yeah.
That probably was okay. Well, I just muted my other page. Is it better now?
Yeah, a lot better.
Sorry about that, guys. Chat, blame me. Just blame me. I'm sorry. Sorry, Sir Hill. Sorry, everybody.
It's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? I'm glad I got both of you kings in the building. Know what I mean? Subject matter is the ripple effect of a simp part 2. I don't know if y'all heard the part 1 with Gambit, using him as an analogy or whatever. But yo, this is part two. You know what I mean? And y'all, you know what I mean, I want to go for the gusto, you heard?
Let's get it.
All right. Yo, all right. Dudes that date females with a high body count and also wifing them up. What's your thoughts on that, man? Let's get it in, man. You can't tell me that ain't the simp right there.
Who goes first?
So I can
You
go
hear
first
me?
on this one. This is easy. So,
Uh,
so if you know a lady has a high body count, that speaks to two things. Like, let's take the sex at the thing. That's a character issue when you are okay with letting somebody into your body. Like, you think about this. How many people have access to your debit card? Like how many people have access to your social security card? Like, we value those. How many people got keys to your car or key to your house? Chances are maybe one, maybe a third in case of emergency. So it's like we got more respect for our bank accounts, which we can lose that and get it back. We got more respect for our cars, we can lose that and get it back. But we don't have respect for our bodies. We just let anybody up in these things, and then we want somebody to marry that and to treat it with value. Now, like, I think ladies, is two types of ladies who did that because that's what they saw and they're doing what they saw, but then there are ladies who think that it's okay, and I think it's really tough to decipher between the two because the damage is still the same. But I say this to guys, fellas, if you about your business, about your purpose, you cannot wife up somebody who is okay with letting people into her body like that, because when she's used to that level of variety, monogamy, that level of faithfulness, that goes out the window because she knows at any point she can go and find somebody else to give her that type of variety that she's used to. So you got to be real careful when it comes to that.
Yeah. And I always say this, man. Men and women value different things about each other, right? Women value our provision, what men can provide, mostly financially. But what men value in women is their chastity. I say this all the time. We value their chastity and their innocence. We don't want used goods. We don't. And the guys that accept that stuff, guess what? It has a lot to say about their it has a lot to say about their insecurity or their security or however you want to put it. Something is wrong with these guys too on a psychological level. These guys, let me tell you something. I hate the guys that always say, hey, if I was a whore, we can't really put a lot on the female. You can't blame her. I hate guys who always try to equivalate. That's my word, everybody. Equivalate. Equivalate this bullshit. Stop it. Okay. Men and women are different. Okay. We don't value the same thing. Listen, stop it. All the simps out there, stop it.
Man, this is the wife girls with high body count, bro, is, and they know this is the key factor. Like, if they know, man, those guys, that says everything about them, bro. That means those are guys that ain't got no options. Usually those are the guys that probably living off of a woman. You see what I'm saying? So they pretty much take like whatever they can. For example, like if a girl do the OnlyFans thing or stripping or even escort, a lot of those girls be still be getting wifed up. Don't get it twisted. But those guys are okay because the girl is the one bringing the money into the house. So they pretty much kind of like a quote unquote pimp. You see what I'm saying? Like, pimps don't care how many girls or how many guys those girls be with, and they let in. But those girls will never have any respect for those guys. They just there for the moment, pretty much, until they move on to the next one. That's how that works. That's how that works, man. And the kind of time that we live in, bro, the roles are switched for a lot of people. Not all of us, but for a lot of people. Like, guys, you got guys nowadays that they just don't care, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't get there yet. I care. I care.
Word. I agree where you're coming from with that, Poppy Blanco, because a lot of times some dudes will deal with the females just for survival mode. Now, man, she might be the one that's providing the provision within the relationship. Now, man, but you know, there is suckers out there that is successful and still wife up a chick that belong to the streets. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's wise for a dude to wife up a chick that's been passed around because from on a biological standpoint, like the female that sleeps around like that, it's hard for her to be stimulated. So therefore, it's going to be hard for her to pair bond with a counterpart. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. You're right.
It's a lot of demons that come with that stuff, right? I mean, I feel like that's a real thing. A spiritual side and a demon side. Women sleeping with all multiple kinds of guys, multiple kinds of personalities, multiple kinds of spirits. Some people don't believe in that, but I do. A lot of these guys are rubbing off on these chicks, and they're bringing all this baggage, this spiritual baggage, into the next relationship. And the new guy's trying to figure out why in the hell you so crazy. There's a reason why you crazy. You know, you don't experience all these letdowns. You thought you was in love. You know, but you know, I'm not even gonna blame it on that, because some of these chicks is just having sex for fun. They're not getting any type of fulfillment out of it. And let's be honest, I'm pretty sure most of you guys on the panel know most of these chicks not even having orgasms. It's all validation. So when they feel invalidated after the relationship is over with, they blame the next guy. Every guy's a dog after that, right? Nobody want to put up with that bullshit. You know, so to try to cut down on all that, I suggest that females be very, listen, I don't know why I get all this pushback when I say close your damn legs. But every
That's too
time I
much.
say that, especially, you know, on particular panels, listen, I've been surprised on panels when I thought that the host of the panel, females in particular, would have my back on this. But even them, they go against me. And they say it's the, you know, the men should, you know, keep their D in their pants. They should zip it up. Men are responsible. Men are the leaders. Well, that's true. But that's just bullshit though, bro. You know
That
what I'm
is a
saying?
cop
Because
out. Yeah.
I can't do nothing a female won't allow me to do, and that's just point blank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's up to the female to have the discernment to figure out whether if the dude's official or not. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, you know, females tend to gravitate towards the guy that's, you know, emotionally unavailable and that sleeps around. You know what I mean? He's more appealing because, you know, when you do that go around, you know, females talk, you know what I mean? And they want a piece of that action if it's official, you know?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. It's crazy outside, man.
Yo, go ahead, Papi Blanco.
I say it's crazy outside, man. So I know what kind of temperature is outside, bro. It's just big. If I start, I got a pastor over here, so I got to watch my words. But man, Sarah Hill is a pastor.
Oh, yo, sir, I didn't know he was a pastor.
Yeah, we call him pastor, but that's my guy. It's real nasty outside, man. And listen, bro, if I start telling stories out here, bro, yeah, everybody over here, they would start calling me a liar. I'm like, nah, man, this is coming from the horse's mouth. Like, do you know the amount of females that I know I literally know, son, that they tell me they got 40, 50, 70 bodies under their belt, fam. And they be proud of that too, bro. But I figured it out, though. That's why they like to stay single, bro. I figured it out. Listen, I've been figuring this shit out since I was the youngest. I was like 18, 20, bro. I learned the game early, bro. They like to be single for the simple fact they pride themselves of being single because they want to be able to sleep with whoever they want to with no kind of like judgment. You see what I'm saying? That's why men haven't figured it out. Yeah, a lot of these men on these spaces, they be crying on these females. These females don't give a damn, bro. If the girl looks good, man, she's going to leverage their beauty with a lot of sex from guys and a lot of money too. Let's be honest, bro. So why would they change? Because at the end of the day, it's men's fault. Let's be honest, bro. That's why they don't got no problem being with 30, 40, 50 guys, because they know, bro. They literally know it will be a sucker at the end of the tunnel that's gonna take them with their 2, 3, 4 kids. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, you laughing, bro. I'm dead serious. Just tell me this, bro.
Poppy Blanco said something so profound. The last live we did together, he said the wall does not exist. Sir Hell, what's your thoughts on that?
Hold on, which wall don't exist? I need to be clear on what I just heard.
Yeah, the wall when the female hit the wall, she's incapable of bagging that certain dude with a high caliber, a man of prestige. You know what I mean?
For a pretty woman, to make sure we say correctly, like like for example, Sarah Hill, I explained it a little bit better. Like I used to love the entertainment value that Kevin Simon used to bring. Like that man used to make me laugh a whole lot, right? Also, he was teaching a whole lot of game too, right? But one thing I highly disagree with Kevin was when he used to say, what was that? Winter is coming. I was like, man, when I heard that last year, when I started doing this YouTube thing in December last year, I was like, yo, the winter ain't coming for no women, yo. As long as the female is about a 4, she got to be a 3 or a 4. Man, niggas is wife and this girl saw. Let's be real, bro. Let's be honest with each other. I've seen girls getting wifed up with 5 kids. I've seen 350-pound girls getting wifed pregnant every day when I go to Walmart, bro. I seen this every day. Somebody's hitting them. That's why they don't have no need to change, bro. That's what I think.
Yo, talk to me, Sir Hell, man. What's your thoughts on that, man?
The wall exists. The wall come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. The wall is indiscriminate. The wall exists.
Yo, salute to Michael, man. Buffalo in the building, you heard? But yeah, man, expound on why you think it does exist, Sir Hell.
I mean, there's a basic biological component. I'll tell you what. This is how you know the wall exists. The wall is not necessarily just about age or just looks. This is how you know the wall exists. It is about attention. That is how, because you can take a woman who's still getting attention at 50 years old and she thinks she's the bomb. She thinks she's the dime, right? Because of the attention she's getting. The way that women know that they've hit the wall is not when they see that their looks have gone down or when they've gained weight, is when the attention that they used to get is no longer there. That is the wall. And what a lot of guys are falling into, we fall in love too easily. Like we fall in love and then our standards go down.
Yo, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And so the reason why, I want a man who pays me attention. I want a man who, entertains me. I want a man, all the stuff that a lot of women ask for is directing attention. And that's when, you hit the wall. So the wall definitely does exist. Women know this on a subconscious level, but men must know this on a conscious level so that we don't get manipulated into thinking that she's a dime when she's really not, because we don't fall in love without thinking with our heads. So the wall definitely exists.
I agree with you on that. But yo, Blanco, he got a point though, because there is a lot of suckers that's out there playing cleanup. Know what I mean?
Blanco doesn't have a point.
Yes, I do. Sir. He don't want that big bit. Sir Hill, I'm gonna use this as an example, Sir Hill. Let me ask you this, man.
I'm just giving you
Sir Hill, I'm gonna use this as an example, right? And I know it's gonna be all we can do is use the celebrities as an example. So because we all know celebrities, of course. I cannot tell you about Keisha around the corner because you wouldn't know Keisha. You couldn't even prove it. But let's just like Halle Berry. Do you think the wall coming for Halle Berry, bro? Come on, man. She will always get wiped up. What's the other women? Those Vivica Fuzz, and then they might not have a guy, but it's always a guy waiting on the wings, waiting to wipe them up. That's how the game is.
That's where you're missing it, though. It's not the guy; it's the caliber of guy. So let me give you an example. So let's say you got 10 Halle Berrys on one end, and then 2 not Berries on the other end. They not Halle Berry, right? They complete opposite. Do you consider the 10 Halle Berrys at the same level of respect as you do the non-Halle Berrys?
No.
So that's how it is when women hit the wall. Just because you got 10 not affluent guys doesn't mean that she hasn't hit the wall. It just means that she always has a man who's willing to do it. That's what I said. The attention, that's why a lot of women don't understand when they hit the wall, because they're still getting attention, but they're not getting attention from the type of men that they want. And that's a direct sign that that wall has been hit, because they're not getting that attention from the people that they want it from.
No, you're right about that. When the traffic of males of showing some type of thirst amongst that female slows up, she's gonna realize she done hit the wall. But Blanco do got a point though. There's a lot of suckers out there that's eager to play stepdaddy or the cleanup guy. Know what I mean?
But here's the thing, sir. Here, one more thing, man. Like you absolutely right when you say that. But this is the thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you. They get the best of both worlds, man. They get to do what they want in their 10s, 20s, whatever they start, 30s, and they end up getting wife. They might not love and respect this guy, quote unquote. You see what I'm saying? But they get both. They get both of the team dumbs, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They might not love him, but still they will get the wifey title whenever they want to. I think that's the best of both worlds.
If that were true, the divorce rate wouldn't be high. The divorce rate for second-time marriages wouldn't be higher, and then the divorce rate for third-time marriages wouldn't be as high. It's because it doesn't matter what a woman does. She cannot settle with a man that she doesn't. If she settles for what she can get, she won't respect him, and that's a fact.
Oh
right?
yeah,
You're right.
You're right about that. There's no dispute about that. Matter of fact, Exhibit for a perfect example, right? He gets a divorce with his wife, and his wife will never bag a guy in the same caliber as Exhibit. The dude that she's dating now is a downgrade. You know what I mean? Like he's living in a mansion with her, and he's driving the Bentley that Exhibit bought her. You know what I mean? So yeah, there is some validity to that, but Blanco got a point though, man, and I see this shit all the time. There's a lot of suckers out there saving these 3s and 4s that got mad kids. You know what I mean?
And this is I'm gonna drop the mic right here on Sarah Hill, man. You just killed your whole argument when you say they keep getting divorced 2-3 times. Why do you think they keep getting divorced? Because they know it's always somebody out there.
No,
that's why. If they knew that nobody was out there, that would be out the game.
See, my point is different. My point, and of course, right, because they're always going to get that attention. That's why I said, I made the distinction between the Holly Berries and the non-Holly Berries. And I just mean people who you want versus people who you can get.
Yes,
so she gets a divorce because she really don't want what she qualifies for. So she gets into it. She thinks it's going to be okay. She can make do with it. And then after some years, she realized this ain't what she wants. And so she leaves because back in the back of her head, enough of the simple-minded men have gassed her up to make her believe that she qualifies for more. I'm good at this.
Yeah. Now that's a fact too. That's a fact too.
I'm gonna tell you the pattern I've been seeing. When women get at a certain age, I got a cousin, she's been married 2 times. She thinks she's gonna get married again. She's in her 50s now, right? When women get a certain age, they understand, they start running into guys that they don't want them anymore. They want younger women. So I think this is kind of like the wall this is part of the wall that we're talking about too. Women think that, they're going to be young forever, and they're not. When they start looking in the mirror, when things start happening to their bodies, and we know that the least race that's in the gym is the black woman. They're going to get high blood pressure. They're going to get big, like Big Shirley. I'm telling you, I'm looking at these women out here. When these women get a certain age, they all be in church together, alone. I'm telling you, they do not have husbands in church. It's like they flock in church, and they're not walking in church with their husbands. They're walking in church alone, trying to get the preacher. So it's like, some of them are getting wifed up, but it's the ones that's being able to keep their bodies intact. But the Big Shirleys with 5 kids, I don't see it. I don't see these women getting married. I'm telling you, especially when they get a certain age, like 49, 50 years old. I don't know. And if they
Freezy, they might not. Freezy, they might not get married, bro. But I seen them like living. They live with a guy. A lot of them they be like, man, forget marriage, but they like, I seen that all the time, bro. Like, trust me, I'm not even making that up. I seen that all the time, bro. Especially middle low class kind of neighborhoods and stuff like that. 4 kids, man. Listen, and I know this is no obviously it's not the normal, of course. Nah, I know a girl that got 9 kids, bro. No, I'm lying. I take that back. She got 8 kids. She's 29. She just pop a new, and she got about 7 baby daddies, bro.
At 29,
She got 7 baby daddies.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And listen, I swear, listen, guys, my witness, all my kids, bro. The baby daddy's a trucker, so you know truckers make good money. Truckers make decent money, man. I don't care what people say. The lowest trucker pay probably get paid about 140. You see what I'm saying?
Is she married?
No, she's not married. That's my point. The point I'm trying to tell you. Like they might not get married, but they still will live with a guy like they marry in a way. The only thing they're missing is the sign paper. And I know it's a bit different. Of course, I ain't no dummy, but they will get a guy to live with them and kind of like do the quote unquote husband's activities every day type of thing.
See, Blanco. See, I don't count that. Like that. Okay. That means not like so. Like there are guys who can. I won't say all single mothers are 9 kids, 8 kids. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. If she was married, there's a different story, but that's a lot. That's a whole lot
right there.
Right. If the kids are by one dude, then that's different as well. But what I'm saying is, I don't consider that options. I only consider serious relationships in marriage. If it ain't that, what can you? Are those really options? There's no commitment there.
You're absolutely right, sir, and I get your point where you come from, because you know from your background and everything. And listen, I salute you, man. You've been with your wife for a long time, stuff like that. Respect, my man. But like, if we go by the stats, most people, especially that look like us, doesn't get married. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us don't really believe on marriage like that. Even though that you and my man No Cap, he married too, so I congratulate you. But I know into that. So right now, I'm in my early 30s and stuff like that. I know into the whole married thing right now yet. But guess what? I'm still growing, and most likely my mentality gonna change. So, but like that's how like most people live in the world. Like not in the world, but in America, they don't really believe in marriage nowadays too much.
Now, I will respect what you're saying though. Like your mindset to me is good for marriage, because you see the world as it is. So if you choose to do something, you're not doing it with with rose-colored glasses. Like you're clear on what to expect. And I think every man has to be that way. So I respect that mindset as well. And shout out to No Cap-tivity, man. I didn't know you was in the marriage club, bro. Salute to you, bro.
Oh yeah, appreciate that, Sir Hell. And we know that the truck driver that Poppy was talking about, he probably got 2 or 3 houses he can go to. She probably just wanted a number, man. She, he's dropping off a little cash every now and then, and she returning it with sexual favors. That's how it always goes.
No, Cat, Freezy. He lived there, bro. The reason I even know is because I used to talk to her cousin, right?
Yeah.
And then I'd be looking to get hookups and stuff like that. And she got so many kids. She get like about $3,000 worth of food stamp. I buy food stamp. I gotta buy food for 2 different households.
Yeah, you going to jail, bro?
Bro, listen. Okay, look. So I went to go get the car from her crib. The guy thought I was messing with her. Like, bro, trust me, man. Like I would never touch that one. I feel insulted. You even thought I was messing with her, fan. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. Listen, she got so many. She know every loophole.
Well, what's wrong with him?
He's the last baby daddy is the guy that always gets stuck with the kids. He's baby daddy number 7, something like that. He's the last one. He just had a baby with her.
7? Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, get him on the phone, bro. Get him on the stream. We gotta talk to him.
Sir, man, I wish I could, man. I would do a live stream on him on my channel, but guess what? Like, if she cut me off, she don't sell me a food stand no more. He was jealous.
No, that's a no. I mean, just for me, guys, and I hate to be judgmental, but 7 baby daddies, that's a no, guys. Like that's way.
But the crazy part, Sarah Hill, is homegirl little slim. She don't look like she got 7 kids, but obviously, you know what I mean. That's a lot of work over there going on. And homegirl is slim and everything. She don't weigh no more than 150, something like that. I tried to get in the face and everything. But like, God, listen, she knows so many loopholes
I
of the
bet you
system,
that
bro.
peace sleeve. I bet you that peace sleeve look like shower curtains, though. That's
Bro, I
crazy.
leave, bro. Bro, I leave, bro.
Damn, 9 kids.
And obviously, that's what I said earlier. Like, obviously, that's not the norm. But what I'm trying to say was, I seen it done. I seen it done with 2, 3 kids. I seen it done with 4. You see what I'm saying? 7 kids. I know it's crazy.
But you saying she still look good though, Poppy?
And in the face, very beautiful girl in the face, bro. The body, you gotta understand, like the titties be saggy and all of that. All things kids throw female's body up, bro.
How you gonna hype
Like
up
if
the
you
face,
see her
man?
at the store, bro, you will never guess she got 7 kids.
Yeah, honestly, man, that's definitely a simp move. Being the last guy to go up in that raw, man, knowing
Hey,
that
yo.
she. I mean,
Rush, let me tell you something I saw. You guys know what's her name? Brittany. What's the girl?
Brittany Renner.
Is she the light skinned girl who she give head to a lot of people?
Oh,
you're talking about Superhead.
Oh no,
Yeah.
right, yeah, her. So I saw her on a podcast, right? And she said, like, guys, you guys remember where being somebody's first was a thing, right?
Yes.
So she was like, she said that it being the first ain't really nothing. That's not really special,
right?
But being the last is special. I said, hold on. Say that again. So I listened to it again. Her whole point was like being the first with somebody is not the special one. Like, so to any guy who was her first, that ain't special. It's when somebody earns her to the degree where he's her last, and that's a special thing. I said that is some reverse psychology. Don't nobody want to wipe that up. But how many men are being played on like that?
There's no way she believes that, man. Know what I mean? There's no way, man. Because, obviously the last guy that go up in that raw and gets caught up with Shorty is the sucker. He's the ultimate sucker. Know what I mean? 9 kids?
But, Russ, that might be the ripple effect of the simp. You understand what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
Corinne Stephens, when she made that comment, it's a lot of females out here with a lot of bodies that feel like that. They feel entitled. They feel like men need to prove something to them, not the other way around, especially if their bodies are still, looking good. Because Corinne Stephens, she still got a nice body, And
I ain't gonna front. She look good for her age, man, especially her reputation of being ran through. Because most females that get ran through like that, you can see it in their aura. But for some reason, it could be the money. You know what I mean?
You can sit on her. You can sit on her.
Yo, like when I remember, I met a lot of these females in real life though, like on some high and by type of thing, because we used to be traveling everywhere, and these females be in the same places that we used to be at. I got a few homies playing in the league, so obviously they're gonna be there. My homie used to be friend with some of them actually. Let me tell you something, bro. Superhead, I met her back like probably like 12 years ago, something like that. Bro, that's one beautiful woman, fam. I don't care what people say. When I saw that girl in real life, oh my God, bro, because she got everything going on. She got the face with the body. Sometimes female, the face be like, huh? But the body be banging. No, this girl got both of them things working good at the same time, bro. Cool ass girl. I mean, to be honest, I only was around homegirl probably like 5-7 minutes, but like the way she moved, I see why guy was getting caught up. Brittany Renner, the same thing. I met her twice, one time in LA and another time in Phoenix, bro. Cool ass girl, but that's the game that they run. That's what I say earlier. We live in a backward society, bro. That the roles have changed. This girl, you see how Sir Hill said it. He said it like this girl. They want to pride themselves with the last one is the one with the that get all the praise, I guess. I'm telling you, bro, that's how a lot of these females think. Guess what? You gotta understand this. Superhead was she had 2 books coming out, right? A lot of girls bought that book, and that's their Bible, fam. That's their Bible, bro.
And she got a large following too. But let me interject real quick, and I want Sir Hell to expound on this, and also you too, Cap-tivity. Like, all right, Superhead was married, right? You know what I mean? And basically her husband was a cuckolder because he knew every time when she dipped for the weekend, she will go see Lil Wayne. Yo, I want y'all to expound on that for me, man. Give me your thoughts on how much of a simp that is and what's the psychological effect on that too. Talk to me.
I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. What I'm going to say might change lives. He's beyond simp. That's beyond simp. Like this, we got to find a different terminology for what he is and for what he did. To know that that's your wife doing that, it's public and you accept it. That's
Yo, hold on. That's not even the icing on the cake. She said when she come back home, he have dinner ready, the bath ready for her, all of that. Like it seems like he is the subservient person within that relationship. Like he's basically submitting to Superhead.
And they're divorced now.
Nah, I think they're still together.
Yeah, they're not together. They still live together. But that's not no marriage. Like he cannot be happy with himself. If like real masculine men, you cannot live like that and be happy with yourself and respect yourself at the same time. It is not possible. So him staying there, there's got to be some other reason. And the only reason she can do this and be as open is because she knows she's with a man that's not really masculine, that's not willing to leave, and she has some validation to always come back to, even if the world is saying otherwise.
But you know,
so let's call this
like
she's married to her live-in validation.
Women, I say this all the time, nobody believes me. Women like that across the globe, they choose weak men on purpose. On purpose. It's a whole setup. They don't want us. They want the weak guy. They want the guy where they can maneuver and live how they want to live, look how they want to look. They don't want the guy that's going to be a dictator in the house, calling shots, changing up shit. No, they need a guy that's going to conform so they can, they'll be able to swing how they want to. This guy, more than likely, his finances is not up to par with Corinne Stephens. She's a millionaire. We know that, right? He probably just don't want to lose his position, but that's beyond weak. Like Sir Hale said, that's another category. That's not even a simp. That's lower than a simp. This guy probably was, I'm not saying he was a bum or something, but he probably, it's a lot of guys, they're not used to, being in a woman of her caliber's presence as far as her looks. Now she's a hoe, she raggedy as hell, but as far as her looks, guys praise that stuff. It's almost like worshiping an idol god or something like that. Dude don't want to lose his position. But until he's able to grab his nuts one day and say, listen, I can't do this no more, he gonna be miserable for the rest of his life. And the only thing I would say that will prolong that relationship is maybe they came to some type of agreement. Maybe they have an open relationship. Maybe he get the, F other whores. I don't know. But either way it go, ain't no female finna tell me to move my car, to get lost until she do what she need to do, and then when she done, come back. Man, get the hell out of here, man.
Well, let me ask y'all this. I want all y'all to give me your opinion on this, what I'm about to ask. Do you feel like the society is so perverted and twisted to the point where the ideal of a man is a simp? Or am I bugging?
That is a fantastic question.
But think about it. Me and Poppy was having I don't know if Poppy remember this, but we was having a conversation the other day. Is the traditional woman even a thing anymore? Do they exist? Is the conventional wife a thing anymore? Do they even exist? Because women are so hypersexualized nowadays, it's becoming the norm. It's becoming the norm to be like the city girls. It's becoming the norm to be like, the what's the other Amber Rose, slut walk. They're championing slut walking. It's becoming a norm. The IG models and stuff, all these BBL culture and all that stuff. It's becoming a norm. So I think a lot of guys are getting desensitized and thinking, listen, hey, I'm going to get in where I fit in. Not Freezy, though. I'm not falling for the okie doke. But I don't know. Is the traditional wife over with? because I do see it getting worse and worse. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's extinct, man. Like due to the leftist feminist movement and women being hypersexualized and mass media is pretty much um kind of like influencing to move in that lane with the Cardi B's and Megan Thee Stallions. Like, yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. I mean,
Hey man,
Yeah,
I gotta
man.
hit that question, bro. That
Okay.
was a prolific question, and I'm reacting to it. So has the ideal of man, is this the new definition of it? I think that in the regular culture, that's the way marketing wants it to be. Because if you weaken what men are, you can do anything to society, do anything to families, anything goes.
right. Egypt, for example, they converted from a patriarch to a matriarch, and the kingdom fell. I mean, they were invaded and they got taken over.
Precise. So when you take away the defense that masculine men provide, and I don't just mean in the physical, I mean in emotional, physical, psychological, financial, all those areas, then you can do anything to the civilization, because women are going to eventually submit to that, and then the kids are going to follow the pattern of the mother, and you just wipe out a whole society. So that was a great question, and I want to say yes to a degree that's where it's trying to. That's where the marketing is trying to go. Men
Right.
like
Well,
us,
and let me interject real quick. My bad, sir. I just want to say this real quick, and I want you to finish your explanation because right now you dropping some gems. Yo, the younger generation, from how I'm looking at, because I'm in the mix. I'm around a lot of young heads. You know what I mean? And I see that a lot of these young cats, they got a lot of simpish ways about them. And I feel like, that's the new caliber of being a man, is becoming a simp. Know what I mean? So I agree with what you're saying right now.
that's a fact. And the reason why is because these kids are conditioned to never leave their mamas. So mama has, if she gets a man, the kids get a chance to live a free life. But if by chance mama doesn't get married, well, the kids become a backup plan, because women generally, if they're not careful, are selfish. And I don't mean selfish in just the negative sense, but everything that they do is for their own benefit. Even sometimes the way we condition our sons to make sure that they always stick around in case something ever happens, right? So I think that from a society perspective, it's going that place. But men like us, we have to continue to fight against that.
I got to say this one more thing, and I want you to finish, all right? Yeah. Yo, there's a viral clip going around right now, right? This chick was asked, like, yo, what's the freakiest thing you did? She informed to the world that, she witnessed that her boyfriend was sleeping with his own moms, and his own moms was giving him sloppy toppy, and they both looked at her like, yo, are you going to join? Now, the son husband, I feel like, low key, this is probably going on a lot. A lot of these women, they raise their son to be son husbands, and they've been molesting them since they were shorties, man. Expound on that, Sir Hale, because you're a man of wisdom, and I like your intellect. So break that down. And no captivity. I want your opinion on that too. And Blanca, I want your opinion on this too, man. Go ahead, Sir Hale. Talk to me.
Give me a second, man. Let me get my mind together, because that ticks me off to hear that these kids are living in these depraved conditions. Like that makes me mad, because kids they deserve a chance at life. And if you got the parents that are screwing them up, then what does that speak to the rest of their life? So give me a second. Let me get a cup of water, man. Let me calm down.
I think these women want to be accepted, validated so bad. They've had so many disappointments. It gets weird. And they start developing these strange relationships with their sons. And, some of them don't go to that extreme, but even the ones that, take their sons shopping, and you can tell that they start dressing their sons up to how they want their man to look. Some of these young boys be looking like grown men. I'm talking about with expensive shit on. And they start looking weird, you know. And then it's like you said, like a ripple effect, you know. It's just like a domino effect, and it starts getting more intense and more intense and more intense. And then we have situations like what you just described, right? Where a woman just will take it all away. And usually, you know, when you hear about stories like that, it's usually involving white people when you're talking about incest and stuff.
You know, yo, Freezy, let me just say this real quick. The most sickening part about that, receiving that information from Shorty, she was saying it like it was just another day in the ballpark. Like that wasn't like off. And that right got me thinking like, yo, these chicks out here bugged out, man. You know what I mean?
But what tripped me out is she actually joined in like it was nothing. Like, why wouldn't you say, how in the hell you letting your mom giving you top? You know, she didn't flinch. She joined right on in. She a freak too, and they all did what they had to do or whatever. It was crazy. I seen that clip. What you talking about, Rush?
Yeah, and it's like I'm surprised. I don't know if y'all, you know, Blanco or Sir Hill haven't seen it yet, but yo, it went pretty viral, man. And I'm like, yo, when I first saw it, man, I'm like, yo, that's disgusting. There's nothing
I was like,
appealing about that conversation.
is this shit fake? You know, is it for views or what? And,
I don't know, man. The way she was saying it, man, I seen a lot of conviction in her, man. It looked like it was official. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but yeah, man. I do know this though. There are females, especially in impoverished, and I'm gonna be fair. That clip that we seen, we don't know if the guy or his mom was black. I'm just assuming the way she was talking, you know, they were black. But really, it doesn't matter because it's sick all the way around,
Right.
you know. But I will say this: in impoverished neighborhoods and, you know, in areas like that, the mental illness is a little more severe, you know. And these females are a little bit more, you know, thrown off and weird, you know, when it comes to being impoverished and uh, deprived situations. These females get a little, you know, desperate, and this is what we're talking about, the wall. This is the effects of the wall, is when you get so desperate for some type of affection, you turn it towards your son, because you start feeling like, you know, this my son. And you have this weird, you start having, these females have these weird relationships with their sons, you know. But guess what though? It goes back to what I was saying. They choose these weak dudes on purpose, right? It's
Mhm.
almost the same psychology. They know their sons are underdeveloped. They look for men with sons' minds as well. Very weak, very subservient. It's a
And,
psychological thing.
and, and a lot of times, like these females, they groom their own son to become a simp. You know what I mean? Some might become a psycho simp. Some might become a simp enforcer. That's a vernacular I got from Mr. Palmer. Salute to him, man. Know what I mean? And you know, there's different categories of simps, man. And yo, I hate to say this, man. I think all simps need to be eradicated, man. It's cancer to our community, man. Straight up, you know.
Yeah, I agree. You're only there's an old saying, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And we know the simps are the weakest link. So I get what you're saying. And I get the sentiment of what you're saying. One thing I do hate when we be on these panels and guys like you, Rush, or Sir Hill or Poppy, you guys be making headway, especially when there's females on the panel. But then you always have a simp come through and
Yeah,
disrupt everything,
right,
taking up for this bad behavior. You've seen
right,
it before, Rush.
Right.
I
yeah,
hate that, bro. You know, and you know when you see these women are halfway listening, Here's Captain Saver. I don't want to say the word, but I'm just saying.
That's why I say they cancer to the community, man. Sir Hill, I want your opinion. What I just talked about.
I just want
Talk
to say,
to me, man.
I just want to say, no captivity. If I could say the same thing word for word, that's exactly what I would say. And it's spot on.
It's crazy though, you know,
Yeah, but
and
when it comes,
it's
all right, go ahead.
disruptive. Go ahead, Poppy.
When it comes to that, I know exactly what video Rush is talking about. I believe that video went viral. What, like last week? That's the same video we're talking about, right? It was a
Yeah, we
boy.
talking
It's like
about the
she had
same
like a
thing.
lower haircut, black girl.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be.
like
I'm gonna be.
she kind of chunky. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I have seen a lot. I think I don't seen it all. I heard it all before. That girl was lying, bro. I was gonna react to that video too in my channel, but I was like, yo, this girl is
She
lying.
wasn't lying, man.
I find it hard to believe. She just want to go
Reputation,
viral,
man.
fam. She just want to go viral, fam. It's that simple. Look at how far she went to
It
say
worked.
that. She
If she
said
was
that.
lying, that shit worked because she went viral.
I'm gonna
like
tell you why
crazy.
she was lying, bro. If she would have said that was her own mama, I would believe it a little bit. But she said it was the guy's mom, bro. I know we are fucked up as a people, but we ain't that fucked up now. Come on, man.
I don't know.
Come
Hold
on, bro.
up. Wait
Nah,
a minute. There's a celeb out here, and I'm not going to say his name out of respect, but yo, he dealt with a similar situation, but it's not as severe as Shorty. It was just a kiss. You know what I mean?
Shorty was lying, bro. She was just trying to go viral. You gotta whenever y'all get a chance, go back and watch the video. Look how corny, in the laughing matter she was explaining the whole situation, bro. Like that's something that you ain't supposed to be smiling about. That's something that's supposed to be gross in your you know what I mean? You should be able to say the word that she was saying. She was just trying to go viral, man. However, man, he just what you say, sir?
Just think about this though. Let's say you're right. Let's just say, because in my mind, I'm thinking I'm like, it can't be real. Like this can't. Like if we done like Thanos, like in games, yeah, we need to go back to snap the finger because we done, right? But just look how far we've come. That was okay. That there's no real outcry for what she said. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not. You don't hear the feminists who want equality saying, "Hey, this is not what we stand for." Like it's so okay to say things like this for women, and so from a society perspective, we're cool with that. That's how low we are now. Imagine.
I'm glad you say that, sir Hill.
Just flip it.
I'm glad you say that.
Imagine a man saying that same thing. Imagine a man saying the same thing if it was her father and a daughter, and imagine the outcry we would hear.
Exactly.
Yeah, but sir, I'm glad you say that because they said the feminist group and everything. I love it. Listen. When you talk, man, I love listening to you, bro. Like you got so much wisdom, you got so much game, and you articulate your stuff well. And I'm trying to like get I'm trying to articulate right after you, man. It's hard. It's kind of hard to match you, right? But look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That was a lie, bro. That was a lie. She was trying to go viral. But when you met the feminist girl, right? You gotta understand they only go hard when it comes to whole business. Those women, the only reason.
Let me interject real quick. All right, go ahead.
I said the only reason that you want to hear them talk is when it comes to they are willing to fight you to the nail for the right to be able to fuck 50 guys per month, yo. You never hear from them talk about they don't got too much representation about developing apps or being. It's 500. I don't know. I'm into the stock market nowadays. And in the Fortune 500 companies, only about literally 17 women as CEO. You don't see them make them move about that, about being CEO and vice president of these big companies, right? It's only 17 women. I think only like 3-4 of them are black, right? You don't see them making no noise about that. But I tell you what they will do. They will organize and talk down on everybody that's trying to come after their whole activities, bro. You got movement called slut shaming, where the whole movement is all about fucking and sucking whoever they want to. Let that sink in your brain for a second, yo.
Yeah, that chick was not lying, Poppy Blanco. I gotta disagree with you on this one, man. That chick wasn't lying.
Yeah.
The thing is, that chick said it so casually because she liked it. She found it exciting. It was weird. It was taboo,
Ugh,
and she found it exciting. That's why she was
I
so
agree to
cavalier
disagree.
about it. Hey, I agree to
I agree to
disagree. I don't think
disagree.
she's lying. Hey, here's the thing. I don't think she's lying at all. I've heard of weirder shit than that. So this kind of thing happens. This is just one of those things of life. You feel me? Now, yeah. If you're gonna go viral, why would you go viral with that story? That makes you look disgusting.
They don't
I
care,
mean,
Mandrell.
here's the thing. You see this chick, and because we did a reaction to it on JT's channel. I don't know. Were you there for that?
No, I wasn't there for that one.
We me, Black Man Unfiltered, World Class. We were there, and we were on JT's channel Saturday, and we did a reaction to that video. Yeah, my thing is, if you're gonna go viral, you're not going viral with that story. Look how it makes you look. Now, why she chose to say it in public, that's a whole nother thing too. I mean, that was just dumb. That's something you're supposed to take to the grave. But these days, there's no shame.
I think she said it for attention, to be real.
No, and the thing is, bro, there's no shame these days.
Yeah.
No shame. No shame
And
at
that's
all.
my
You know what I'm
point,
saying?
Mandrell. Mandrell, they do
here's the thing.
anything.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When I come on these panels and I say no, why shouldn't I do that? You shouldn't do that. Why should I do that, Mandrill? Because that would make you a whore. Why would you say that? That's awful. It's the truth. It's the truth. You do that, you're a whore. But I'm the bad guy. I'm Darth fucking Vader. Yeah, fine. I'll be that then. You know
Not
what I'm
only
saying?
that, why would she implement herself in some bullshit like that? Why would you be okay with implementing yourself in a story like that? That's why I thought it was real. I was like, this got to be real.
Because they don't
And
care,
here's the thing.
Freezy.
No, here's the thing. JT knows that chick. Like, he actually talked to her, and he tried to get her on to come on his show so he can interview her and talk about the incident. This chick runs and denies and just no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to talk about it. She kind of disappears off social media because of the embarrassment. Now, you doing this for attention, and you disappear off social media. That kind of defeats the point of you coming out with this crazy ass story in the first place. That's my thing. She was telling the truth. It was weird shit. It was taboo, and she took place. It's just like when you got some girls who are curious about experimenting with other women. They try it for the experience. They find out they like it. They do it again and again and again until they just like, you know what? It was just a phase. Some people are just fucking weird like that, man. They are.
Man, that's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, and
If we was in Vegas, I would put all my chips in the middle of the table and say Hunger was lying. That's how short I am.
And I see that bet too. This level of degeneracy, in my opinion, is deserving of death. You deserve the death penalty. You don't need to be here.
But yo, within the black community, a lot of molestation do be popping off, man.
And they all deserve death.
And people are just silent about it, especially if it's a dude. You know what I mean?
You don't go after children in my book. You don't. A child is innocent. What have they done to anybody? They don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. That's one of those things you don't do. In my book, you don't go after children. Now, this woman was clearly grooming her son up to do this kind of thing and participate in it. I believe his words were, when she walked in the room, he told his mother, "Do what you do best." And so she started giving him, fellatio. And then they looked at her and said, "You want to take part?" And so she joined in.
But if you think about it, think about how perverted the world is now.
Exactly.
If you surf on some of these surf on some of these porn sites, they have videos like that. Like, mother and
son. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this level of degeneracy, man, is out of control. And people are okay with it. That's the worst part of it to me. People are okay with this. And there's nothing about this is okay. They're going through the motions now of trying to justify pedophilia and say it's a mental health disorder. Or like they're trying to say, well, a person it's okay up until 25. So if a 25-year-old can go out there, a 15-year-old, you're okay with that? Well, yeah, because you're not fully developed until you're 25. They're making that argument right now as we speak. They're trying to make that argument.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's a sad state of affairs, man. And bruh, we're all going to hell in a ham sandwich.
Yeah, once one of those doors open up, there's no telling what other bills get passed. And that's the concerning part.
And y'all stop. Y'all get off Sir Hill's dick, man. That nigga ain't got all this wisdom and whatnot.
I know
That nigga ain't smart, man. He come up here.
Black
He
men
come up
hate
here.
on
He
other
come up
black
here.
men.
Listen, he come up here with his goofy little YouTube show. All right, he do all right with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a complete hater.
Sir Hill,
you know what I'm saying?
In the building.
I watch it sometimes. I watch that bullshit sometimes. You know, it's all right. Damn.
Yo, why do you always have to be black men hating on other black men? Guys, why does it have to be
hating? I'm telling the truth. You do all right, man. This shit ain't all world and nothing like that. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, watch this. Mandrell, watch this. They're here for president.
Here it come, Freezy. Here it come, Freezy. Nigga, your shit ain't got nothing on me. My show way better than yours.
All right, yo, so okay, now I got nothing.
No one agreed.
Hey, no one disagreed either. So there, no one disagreed either. So
man, bro, we're gonna fight after the show, man. We're gonna fight right after the show, immediately following.
Right. But you're right. There's always one person. Like everyone could be giving you your flowers. It could be so well deserved. There's always one person at least. He ain't got shit. He ain't shit. It's always that, isn't it? Always.
All right, yo. So, what are y'all thoughts on the dude that's always trying to impress the chick? Like, do you think that's the simplest behavior? Do you think it's a ripple effect of being a simp?
No. Here's what it is. It's a lost skill now to raise a boy to be a gentleman and a warrior. It's a lost art. I think you have some women who make the attempt to, but they take it too far, and they just teach him to be kind and nice to the woman, but they never teach the kid to not take shit from her. So he's eating shit from the woman, but at the same time, he's still doing kind and nice things for her because that's what he was taught. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, be nice to the woman. Yes, open doors. Yes, pay for dates. Yes, be nice to her. However, do not take shit from her at all, because women will.
I disagree with Mandrell. I think what it is women don't teach their sons, to be nice and not to take crap from them. That's what women should be teaching, and they're not doing that. So
I literally just said that.
But I know you said that too.
Literally just said that.
I know you gave me a hard time, so I'm stealing what you said, acting like you didn't say it. Now
this ain't the first time you done that, Sir Hill. You do this quite often. You take my stuff, and you take it onto your show and claim it as your own. And that's why you get the ratings that you get, because these are my things. I want you to know
that what Mandrell is saying are lies, and we're gonna have a show to prove it.
Thief, Sir Hill. Right here stealing my bars, okay? And take somebody to his show, freeze it. That's how he gets the ratings that he's getting. That's why people like his show so much.
That's what it is.
Stealing my bars and taking it over his and claiming it as his own. That's what it is right there.
Rush don't believe Mandrell. Don't believe what Mandrell is saying.
Yo, Cap. Give me your thoughts.
I got a birthday coming up in a week and a half, so I mean,
a lot of these women, a lot of these households are being raised by single mothers, right? We know that, and these, they're single mothers because of failed relationships, and on what they expected. They were, disappointed in what they expected their man was supposed to be and do for them, but it didn't happen. So now, guess what? Who's next in line? It's the son. Now they're going to purposely train this boy up to be who they thought that their man was supposed to be for them, which was a simp, right? So now the son, most of the time, sons grow up very protective over their mothers, more so than the fathers, which we need to change that too. You know, we need to, you know, there's no value put on these fathers, you know, nowadays. When Father's Day comes around, nobody really cares about Father's Day, man. Let's be honest. So
Facts.
so when these women raise these boys, they raise them trying to teach them and train them up to be the simps that they actually wanted their man to be, but it just didn't work out. So now we have these grown simps. We have these grown simps that grow up and start catering to women. I just seen a video the other day where this boy, I think he had to be at least about 23 years old or something like that. He bought his girlfriend
$23,000 in cash and gave her like a $12,000 necklace.
Yeah, I think the whole package was worth around like almost $35,000.
Yeah.
We know financially, if you know financial literacy, for you to gift anybody a gift worth $35,000, you should make sure you're worth at least $20 million, $25 million. Well, we know this boy won't worth no $20 million. Listen, it's a culture. You know, he probably looked at P. Diddy on how P. Diddy tricking with one of the city girls, Young Miami, and the rest of these rappers and stuff. So this is a culture. The women are expecting this, and the men think that, you know, they need to do this in order to be accepted. You know,
and I seen the chick he gave the gift to. She wasn't all that. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Well, I mean, you can't control. Well, if he's in love with her, fair enough with that. No, she wasn't the cutest thing in the world. I agree.
But that was stupid. No matter if you're in love, and that's the real problem.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You know what? I don't even want to say it's stupidity, Sir Hal. I think that's a mental illness because.
Oh my God!
Let me just say
Stop
this.
the cap.
Let me just say. Hold on. Let me
Everything
just say
ain't mental health, man.
Hold on. Let me just say this, man.
You got
hey, man, Joe. You coming on here screaming, man, Joe? Dang.
For him to show that kind of devotion and giving her that kind of expenses lets me know that he worships this chick like a deity, man. That is a mental illness, man.
Rush, I'm disappointed in you,
man.
I'm disappointed in you. You making excuses for that weak shit? Stop, man. You sound just as weak as that dude. The only difference is you ain't got $23,000 to give to a broad for no reason. Now, let's get to the bottom of this.
Russ gonna clap back at you, man, Dre. Now, listen, I'm looking at Russ like, Russ, you gonna let him get away with this?
He can bring it if he wants.
Listen, man, Joe, man, come on, man. Think about it, though.
That's that mental illness. I've thought about it. Some people are just fucking stupid.
Man, get this motherfucker out of here. Get him the fuck out of here.
Listen, here's the thing, man. No, that was a display of just, and then for you to put the label of mental health on it is an insult to everyone who has mental health issues. Okay, this is a prime example of just how pathetically weak our society has become. We have degenerate behavior out here and weak shit from men, and then we want to make excuses for them. You sound like a woman when you do that. It's a mental health issue. No, the dude's just weak, and he should be euthanized and removed from the American genome.
All right, I see where your point.
What happened to put your foot up a nigga's ass?
Mandrell, shut the fuck up.
Yo, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing.
Here's the for that kind of shit. Come on, Rush.
Yo, hold on. I see what you're saying.
You're so much
but the reason why I look at it to that caliber is because, I know he's not a millionaire. So for you to sacrifice probably your life savings to this chick is absurd to me.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What it is he's in love with a woman, clearly, okay? But he was never taught how to manage his emotions because love is an emotion. Guys like that don't know what to do with that feeling. So they feel like the best thing they can do is they want to make her happy and as happy as possible. They want to do as much as they can to make that woman happy. So they splurge on her, not realizing that the law of nature still applies.
But that's not even.
Hold on.
That's not even the ripple effect. Let me say this real quick. Yo, hold on.
Bruh,
let me just say. Hey man, get this motherfucker the fuck out of here. Listen.
You dig?
Yo, the ripple effect of
Ripple
this
effect
simplest
of this.
behavior now,
Uh-huh.
every regular chick is gonna expect the nigga to do some
No,
shit.
they're not. No, they're not. Regular. Okay, here's the thing. If
She
they-
was a
if-
regular chick.
Here's the thing. If a woman expects you that out of you, boot that bitch from the get-go. She's not worth your fucking time. She's actually after your money. See, dumb shit like that. This is we thinking like that. You want to cake that broad who's expecting you to spend $23,000 on it?
Hey,
Bitch,
Mandrell,
you see what
check this
inflation
out.
is doing? What?
Mandrell, check this out. Rush, check this out. I saw an episode of Steve Harvey saying,
"Oh, here we go.
If a man's going to propose to a woman, the ring should be, I want to say, either a fourth or a third of his salary."
Yeah, you gonna listen to that guy? Really? He married a woman who was a drug queen pin.
No, what I'm saying is, you get people telling young men to do things like this.
Yeah.
So maybe this young guy gets that mindset from people who.
And that's what I'm going. This is what I'm going. Hold on, Mandrell. Let me break it down for y'all guys, man. Since I'm an expert on this, man. I'm an expert on this, man. I got a PhD. I'm a PhD. I got a PhD in horrorism, and I got a master on gangsterism. So look, here's how it goes down, bro. We got a generational problem right here. You gotta understand. I fall right in the middle, right? I'm in my 30s, so I'm good enough to. I'm old enough to listen to the old rappers. Pat Biggie, you see what I'm saying? Jada Kid, this kind of guys. But I'm in the trenches with the young rappers. What's going on in here is this guy have been influenced by. He probably was raised by a single mom, of course. That's not even a question. We know that for sure. And he is pretty much like, if you really listen, I blame a lot of what's going on to the music that we listen to nowadays, right? If we listen to the music in today's day, man, it's all about tricking on females. Literally. We got all these rappers literally telling people, no, they don't then telling nothing, they're just rapping. They saying they buy these girls BMW, they buy these women condos, they buying these women Birkin bags. At the same time, we got women rapping about themselves. Oh, if the nigga ain't spending a bag on me, send him back to the street. If he ain't flying me out, putting me out at the W hotel, I ain't go. You see what I'm saying? So these men have been influenced by that kind of lifestyle. Look, I got a homie like that, though. Obviously, he don't got no $23,000 to give away, but he made some good money, right? These men buy these bros, all kind of purses. He buy these bros, Chanel purses and stuff like that cost $2-3 bands. I be roasting him. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, family? I'm like, yo, if you ever go down, if you ever, let's just say something happened to you and you go to jail, that bitch won't even send you a goddamn naked picture so you can play with yourself, homie. Because as soon as you go down, you out of here, bro. And these guys do anything for some ass, bro. I'm telling you, that's the culture in today's day. These guys are willing, they go to the extent to willing to kill themselves over some of a potential, or even they're trying to hit some hunger. You see what I'm saying? I see this every day, bro.
Right. And the thing is, the women that they kill themselves over don't care. They don't care that you killed them.
Listen. I got 3 homies, bro. I got literally 3 homies that don't. I call it the new boyfriend, old boyfriend syndrome. I got 3 homies that went to jail. One of them went for 17 years. The other one went for 19 years, and the other one went for 22 years, bro. This is 3 different incidents. They got into it with the new boyfriend or the old boyfriend, whatever the situation was at that time, and they got into it, and they shoot at each other. One guy died, the other one went to jail. Guess what? I still be seeing homegirl out here. She's still horn. You see what I'm saying? That's what I always tell men, like, bro, man, these females. Listen, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of great women out here. I don't want people to think. I don't want, especially girls, to think that we women back. Nah, man. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. We talk about the bad ones. That's it. Okay. We talk about the bad females. These females out here still want to be throwing that box everywhere. Fellas, don't die over it, man. Stop tricking, man. Because trust me, if she got you doing that, she got 3 of you doing the same thing, bro.
Yeah, Exactly. And the thing is,
can I make one more point? Then I got to drop off, guys. A Rush, appreciate you, man, for letting me on today. I really appreciate you letting me come on. I mean, it's been really great until Mandrell. But listen, we'll talk about that
you're
later.
welcome
Thank you so much, man.
for the free material I gave you, Sir Hill.
Thank you so
Y'all guys wonder why he
coming through, Sir Hill.
wait, Rush. You wonder why Sir Hill no longer has me on his show anymore, right? See, I'm on to it. I confronted him about this months ago. Sir Hill, yeah, you know what I said? The same thing you said on your show. Did you, Mandrell? I didn't know. Then he comes up there and he starts spewing all my bars, stealing my shit.
You know
That's
what?
why he doesn't have me on his show, because you don't want
to what,
get the gist of it.
You produce the videos where you said something that I've said, and then we'll have a show on
Sir
it.
Hill, don't lie. I got receipts, man. You know what I'm saying? I got receipts. Like what the kids say these days? I got receipts. Today I got time, cuz. Is it?
You guys, this is what it is when you have someone who wants. This is what it looks like when someone wants to be like you. And so, Mandrell, I thank you, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for the compliment, my brother. So I want to say this. Like, I think one of the issues is not that our sons are being raised to be simps. I think the issue is that they're not being raised. Like all the stuff that you see men just naturally doing, these boys, it don't take no practice for that. You don't got to teach a boy to do that. They're going to naturally fall into that subservient role. And so I don't think the issue is that single mothers are raising men the right way. I mean, the wrong way. I think that the issue is that the sons are just not being raised, right? And so they're taught to cater. They're taught to defer. They're taught to second guess themselves. And when they get older, if you notice, however that relationship is with their mother, they end up going to find it in their relationship with their romantic partner, with their wife, because that's what they've been conditioned for. So fathers, it is important that we are in the lives of our kids, especially our sons, because life is already rough as it is. But when you're going through this life and you don't even know how to be a man, to be sure of yourself, it's 10 times harder, and you don't get any respect for that. So again, appreciate the topic, man. Appreciate you letting me on. Thank you guys for letting me on, except Mandrell. I appreciate everybody. Salute to the chat as well.
Material, and I better get a birthday gift, goddamn you.
Yo, salute to you, Sir Hill. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate
you. Facts, man.
See, there y'all go again.
Appreciate you, Poppy Blanco. Appreciate you, Cap-tivity.
Take care, boss.
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Everybody but Mandrell.
You're welcome, Sir Hill.
God bless,
everybody
man.
in the chat. Everybody except Mandrell. See.
But I agree. I agree with Sir Hill to an extent. Yeah,
of course you do.
They're not being properly raised, but I do think they're being trained, whether it's directly or indirectly to be simps.
Yeah, they are. Because here's the thing: if a guy's in love with her, he knows. You know, society teaches us to take care of your woman, right? You know, so but these kids go overboard again. They have the feeling of love, and they don't know how to manage it. Managing emotions is critical for a young man. It is for a man, period. You got older men don't know how to manage emotions, and that's how you get fucking gang banging and people gunning each other down in the streets and all kind of nonsense. People don't know how to. When a man does not know how to manage emotions, catastrophe happens.
So I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick. So I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told him.
What are your thoughts on that?
So I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick. So I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told him.
Here's the thing with that little
that's crazy.
I mean, she clearly doesn't care about the current boyfriend. She doesn't love him. She doesn't care about him. None of that. None of the above. Okay. See, I'm a fan of euthanasia. All right. For those of you who don't know what that means, it means to Google it. Anyway, I think people like that should be euthanized, and that's assault. She should be charged with it. And I mean, because that's fucking crazy, man. I mean, I want to say so much right now that I'm not. I don't want to respect. I don't want to disrespect another person's platform. You guys were generous enough to allow me on. However, I have very strong feelings about this right now, and I'm kind of upset about it. I look at her face and I want to punch it. You don't do that to people. You know what I'm saying?
They,
That's
She's laughing about it too.
yeah, and
Yeah,
she's laughing
they
at it
ain't
because
doing
her.
that.
She
They
thinks it's
just
funny.
hold on. Yo, wait, let me just say this real quick, y'all. A lot of chicks, they moving foul like this, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So let's expound on how the simp ate her out and tasted
The
the
simp didn't eat
ecstasy.
out. He wasn't a simp. I can't give him that title just for that. He didn't know. Now, had he known, different story. But in this case, the fella didn't know, and this is all on that chick there, man.
He
Man,
It's
didn't.
all
He
bro,
on
didn't.
her.
He didn't know
I,
he was dealing with a hoe though.
I mean, he
yeah,
maybe
man, like
did
you
not,
see
bro.
the
I mean,
signs,
no,
man.
his
You
look
see
now,
the red
Freezy. Wait,
flags, man.
now
You know when you
Freezy.
see a jump off, see a
No,
jump off. I mean,
fellas.
No,
No, you
a lot of
that's
time this
that
guy.
a lot.
Listen,
A
man.
lot of,
Listen. One. The thing is, thanks to social media nowadays, man, a lot of men is lacking a lot of social awareness, bro. Social awareness is out of here, bro. The men don't know how to check the temperatures of the room no more. Men don't know how to talk to a girl. Men don't know how to kind of like trying to like find out when this girl is loose or not, because this is something like before. I just got into social media again. I'm glad I came into the game late when it comes to the social media thing, because it probably would have made me dumb as hell. I'm gonna be honest. See what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because it doesn't take
That's,
that much effort for you to send a DM, right? Because that's a lot of people communicating now. DMs, little text mess. I come from the school, even though I don't know all at all, but I'm used to just talking to people face to face. And she don't have to tell me she's a hoe, but I already like if she talk long enough, she gonna let me know that she's a hoe. You see what I'm saying? The more you talk to a girl, the more do you gonna know something about it, man. I love this. Listen, I love and hate at the same time sitting down and talking to this female, because I love it because they're gonna teach you the game. They're gonna tell you the game. But I hate it because they always gonna say like the dumbest shit ever, bro. See what I'm saying? Shit that only makes sense in their head, type of thing. So in a lot of words, bro, they always gonna tell you they are hoe without telling you they hoes. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, makes sense.
the thing is, see, fellas, listen. There is a possibility that he just did not know. Let's be honest, and let's extend that. Because a broad like that, she let him do it. She didn't have the wherewithal or the decency to go shower or douche or nothing. She just let the guy do it. And see that's absolutely disgusting. You know what I'm saying? You can't just automatically give the guy the label of simp. You barely don't know. I mean, how many of y'all been with a woman? Turns out she was a fucking whore. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know it at the time. I
But man,
mean,
bro, we don't eat out random chicks. You know what I mean?
well, she said her boyfriend, so this wasn't a random chick.
Yeah,
This
he
wasn't a
didn't
random
know though.
dude. He didn't know. That's why I'm
Yeah,
that's why I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant
But
and
hold on.
reluctant
He
to
could
give
be
him
one
the
of
time.
those. Hold on, let me just say this. He could be one of those dudes that's cool with his chick. You know what I mean? That's a
But we don't.
smart.
The thing is, but we don't know that.
But hold
We
on, let
don't
me
know
just
that.
say this. A lot of times there are simps that are cuff a pass around. We see this all the time.
That is true. There are simps that do that. However, we don't have any intel nor evidence of that. Now,
Well,
that she that
hypothetically speaking, it could be possible. You know what I mean? On a
but
hypothetical perspective, what are your thoughts on that? Him possibly knowing that his chick is a smut and that he ate out and
well, I mean,
takes.
if he's there's a word for that. It's called cuckold, and if he's a cuckold, then he's deserving of death as well. We need to get these people out the gene pool, man. People that fucking like that's how you get people like we on Lock
I,
Nation and shit. Nah, ain't with it.
but listen, I'm with Mandrell 100% on this one. I'm willing to bet the man didn't know, because the way that she said it, like she said it with so much pride, like you got to pay attention to the body language. She said it like she sneaked that in him. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
he didn't know, bro. He didn't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know because I'm real good at telling whole behavior. That whole behavior just don't come out of nowhere. You can see signs way before some bad shit happen. I'm talking about. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know.
see the red flags,
You can
man.
see the
Freezy.
red flags, you know.
Yeah.
But I do understand what Mandrell and Poppy is saying. In that incident, he didn't know what he was getting himself into as far as that, that act that he did to his girlfriend. He didn't know he would be subjected to that type of nastiness. He didn't know she would actually do him like that. He probably knew she was, she had whore tendencies, but he didn't know she would actually do him dirty like that. And I do understand that. But as
She
far as
laughed.
like,
I mean,
yeah, but as far as like this shit, if y'all pay attention to what's going on with men and women, it's becoming reversed, right? Women used to be the ones seeking validation. Women used to be the ones feeling like they had to prove something to the man. It's totally opposite now. The men, listen, what happened to that guy that we just seen that ate his girl out, and the other dude that bought his girl $23,000 or $35,000 worth of stuff? Both of them are getting fucked. Both of them got fucked over. To me, it's the same thing.
there's a
Like,
lot of shit going around, man.
right?
Like,
The women are the ones that's, they're the ones that's doing the fucking. The niggas is getting fucked. I'm tell you, it's like the men want to be validated now. It used to be women needed to be validated, but the men need to be validated. That's why they doing all of this sucker shit for the women.
and when we get old and we die off, like just imagine like that younger generation growing up in this bubble. They think this is going to be the norm. You know what I mean, a lot of confusion is going on. I mean, from gender roles and etc. You know,
Nice. I think Poppy wrote in the chat, nice guys finish last. But they don't they're not thinking like that nowadays. They thinking nice guys are gonna be on top. The simps they feel like the simps are going to have one up on the real niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
As
And the
long as I
thing is,
cater to this
bro,
woman, as long as I pander to these women, I'm gonna have an advantage. But they don't understand. They don't understand what kind of rabbit hole they're going down. Go ahead, Poppy.
the thing is, bro, it is they just don't know. People are just crazy nowadays, man. A lot of these guys, man, they just you just gotta pray for them, bro, because this is the guys that probably were everything to me. I always say this, bro. High school is a good. It's like at the beginning of your life, right? You a teenager, but in high school teach you a whole lot of things, especially when you like in high school, like if you're gonna be good with handling women, and who wasn't gonna be good handling women. That ain't something that just develop when you're 20s and 30s. You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
Like the guys that were good with girls, they're still good into this day. I've been out of high school for what? Like what? Let me see, about 15, 16 years now. So now the thing is now and this is why I always say there is no incentive for a woman, no all women, and only the bad ones to change. There's no incentive, bro. Think about it, bro. If I was a female, I wouldn't change either. I got all the advantage in the world, bro. All I have to do is start a goddamn OnlyFans, and I can get $1 million a month. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
some guys are so men in today's day are so pathetic, and it hurts me to say this, bro. But men are so pathetic in today's day that you had a woman on TV. I remember I was reading. Matter of fact, me and my homie, Great Pew Packers, we reacted to this girl in his channel. This woman was selling farts in a jar, and men was buying that. She made $1 million doing that, bro.
You said
Only
farts?
obviously it doesn't take a genius to figure it out that the man was buying it. I don't even have to look at the goddamn at the cash apps and PayPal transaction. I know man was buying that shit, bro. I know men did. You see what I'm saying? Men
Yo.
is being retarded. A lot of men are retarded. They don't know what they're doing, and that's why these girls they do what the fuck they wanna do. They talk to men any kind of way because they know at the end of the tunnel, he's always a man. He did the same sucker in high school that was a nerd, but now in his 30s, he might be like a original manager at Costco, bringing home like 150 something like that, 200,000. He will take her with arm, like he will take her, he will wife her. You see what I'm saying? As long as you look eye, that's what I'm saying. In today's society, if a girl look better than a 3, she getting wife, bro. It don't matter.
Yo, that video clip right there just shows you that, yo, like the simping is a pandemic, man. You know what I mean? Even though y'all don't think he knew about it, you like as a grown man, you see the sign. You come on, man. Your intuition will let you know you're dealing with a smut.
But look at these grown ass men with these badass examples. Okay, we just talked about P. Diddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about Michael B. Jordan simping? You know, got left at the altar. The girl didn't even want to marry him. You know, she just
Mike broke up with her.
Well, I thought
he wifed her though, but he wifed her still.
No. Wait, hold on.
He tried to propose to her and marry her, but she rejected him, right?
Yeah, she rejected the marriage. So when she did that, that's when he cut her off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she had already rejected him. That's what I'm saying. Like, you wanted to marry your whore, and the whore rejecting. It's like what Poppy said. Nice guys. There's too many nice guys. Okay. Who else I was just thinking about? I forgot. I'm gonna let one.
Will Smith.
Where the wolves at?
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith. Poppy, Freezy. Where the wolves at?
Where the wolves at?
I thought
man,
Rush
that's
was
a dying breed right there, bro.
I thought Rush was one of them. He'll be there talking about a dude caking for this chick. It's mental illness, so we have to give him a pass. No passes.
Yo, you misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not
misunderstanding anything. You said it.
I think
you said something. You said, and now you hear how goofy that shit was. Now you want to reverse
it's so
it. Take
absurd
it back.
for somebody to give a female that much money, man.
It's not mental illness. It's just retardation.
Yo, that shit is just crazy to me. I can never do no dumb shit like that.
I couldn't either. But apparently there's somebody out there who can.
But like Poppy said,
it's a pandemic.
Look at Will Smith. He just there's an article. He just got spotted out in public again with Jada. Right? He just got spotted out in public again with Jada. Jada done took him through all this hell. She done fucked her son's best friend, August Alsina.
Yeah.
What else do she need to bring you through, bro?
Yeah.
These niggas is weak. I'm with Mandrell. Fuck these niggas. These niggas need to be eradicated. I'm with you, Mandrell. Fuck this shit, man.
Yeah,
and so then when women meet men, actual men, most of them have no clue what to do. You know what I'm saying? They have no clue what to do with us. So in fear, they run away. Not knowing that, yeah, we're going to look out for you. Yes, we're going to have your best interest at heart. 99% of the decisions that we make will have you under consideration, and it's going to be in your best interest. Okay? Even when we say no, it's in your best interest. But these chicks don't want to hear the word no. You know, they don't want to hear the word no. They're used to getting their way. You can't tell them shit.
Bro,
man, this is nasty,
about it,
man. And this is why those are the guys.
Hey, Poppy,
those are the guys.
JT, with me and JT, when that chick had her son's hair grow long, his hair was so long and stringy all the way down his back, and she on IG
I wasn't that stream, but I came late.
Yeah, right. But she was sitting there combing his hair and whatnot, and he looked like a girl. I thought he was a girl at first, but she was telling him, "No, you are strong. You are beautiful. Don't worry about those people on Instagram." I'm like, okay.
Careful, man, Joe. That's toxic masculinity you're speaking
about.
His
son, if some people are taking shots at your son from Instagram, why do you have him on Instagram Live? And why did you let his hair grow out like that?
But that ain't nothing, man, Drill.
It's like
listen.
It's like she wanted a girl or something.
Mandrell, listen, bro. Listen to me, man. I know girls that got kids, that got little boys, man. They starting little boys early as like 1 year, 2 years, bro. They let their hair grow. I mean, I don't got no problem with that, a little afro song like that, right? But when you start doing his hair, I got a problem with that, right? Like a little girl and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's looking like a little girl.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have no problem in my girl lock his little his hair up like the way I would like to have my son to have a little dress if he wants. I know if he wants to, obviously he cannot decide, but like I would like that for him myself. But look, this is what these girls do, bro. They put earrings on the little boys at like 1 or 2 years old. You can even decide that for himself, right? Then I don't know if y'all familiar with this girl like out of Florida. She went viral like 2 months ago. She put a bunch of fake tattoos on her sons, and they call the baby like a baby Tuss and shit like that.
Yeah,
She was proud of it. The baby, yeah, the baby had a grill and everything, bro. And listen, I know girls in real life, bro, that they be telling their son, like, "Oh my God, he's gonna be breaking a lot of heart." So they already raising the kid that they despise later on in life. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're raising them already to be like to be moving around here, and then they complain about it. That's the part that kills me, the hypocrisy, bro. I don't got no problem if you want to do what you want to do, but don't complain later. Like don't complain later when you're losing the game.
Right. See, thing is, Rush, women raise the men that they complain about.
Right.
Yes.
Women have no business at all raising a boy by themselves. You have no business doing that. You cannot do
agree.
it.
I agree with you.
It cannot
on
be done,
that.
ladies. You don't have it in you. It ain't in you to raise a boy to be a man. It's not.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Mandrell. Do you think because of the percentage of there's such a high percentage of single mothers out here that they're the ones that's producing all these simps, or simps could come from a nuclear family also?
Say what now?
Do you feel like there's such a high percentage of single mothers out here raising simps, or do you think that a nuclear family has the ability to raise another simp?
Now, simps can come out of a nuclear family as well. It is possible if you know. It just depends on what the daddy's doing or not doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because you come from a two-parent household doesn't mean that the two parents know what they're doing. Because there's no instruction manual when it comes to being a parent. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, even with two people, let alone to say nothing of one. You know what I mean? And then if she's the type of mother who wants to keep the child away from the father, what chance did the boy really have? You know what I'm saying? And it's just too much feminism.
You know, because a lot of single mothers out here, they will argue the fact that they have the ability to raise a man.
They don't. Don't listen to that. They don't. They don't. They don't know what a man is.
You know, I don't agree with that shit.
So the thing is, the only thing a woman can do is take a boy and do her the best she can to raise that boy to be what her idea of what a man is. You know what I'm saying? That's the best she could do. Same thing with men. Like if I were a single father and I had a daughter, the best I could hope for is to raise her to be what my idea of what a woman would be. That's all I could do. She's still gonna come out masculine because, I mean, look at the shit I do. I'm gonna have her in Brazilian jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai kickboxing, shit like that. I'm gonna teach her to fish, and you know what I'm saying? And she's gonna be doing masculine things. I'm gonna teach her.
Yeah, I feel like see the shit you're talking about. The shit that you're talking about, yo, that's a dying thing. I don't think most fathers from the younger generation do things like that. I mean,
I feel you, Rush, man.
It's a dying art. I mean,
yeah, to raise a gentleman and a warrior is largely a lost art. I happen to think that I was one of the very few, the last crop that were raised to be that way. Because I mean, you get them to be warriors and not enough gentlemen, you get savages like Poppy. You know what I'm saying? But,
I'm a good guy, man. I just listen, man. I just understand what's going on, man, and I play by the rules that is going on in society today,
Poppy gets it. That's why Poppy Blanco's my dude, man, in these YouTube streets. Poppy gets it. If you're gonna play the game, you're gonna have to play by the rules. You know what I'm saying? And Poppy understands the rules. I understand the rules.
Yeah, that's what I always say. I go on my way to say.
Simpson having.
Yeah, this is what I always say. Like, there is no every woman like that, of course. You know what I mean? It's just but it seems like in today's society, like the loudest one are the fucked up ones. You see what I'm saying? The good ones, they don't have a voice. They don't. This is what I believe. The good women out there, they are so busy being good wives that they don't want to get involved with social media. So they just be like, man, fuck, I'm already happy. I got my home, my kids, my husband. Ain't no need for me to be out there, which is smart actually. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's smart. That's smart. You stay out the way. You know what I mean? So all we got to do, all we got now is listening to this to the city girls, anthems and shit like that, hot girl summer. Those guys right there, that guy that you're talking about, gave the $23,000 to Hunger. I'm pretty sure I'm willing to bet a couple $1,000s on this. She grabbed that money and she took a girl's trip with that money and go and smash a nigga in Miami or Vegas.
I guess she spent it on another nigga. You know what I mean? But yo, Marcus, man, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this whole subject matter, man? Talk to me. Yo, Marcus,
Marcus is a Mexican, so he doesn't really have much to say on the topic. So anyway, back to you, Rush. Look, where's Freezy?
I heard that, you fucking Ninja Turtle. Fuck you. Hey, now what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing, man?
Yeah, man, we chilling, man. So what's your thoughts about this?
Hold on.
No, man. Hey, yo, Gabe,
I'm in my car. I'm in my car.
Salute to you, Gabe. I see you in the building. State gang in the building. You heard?
My bad, Rush. What was the question?
Nah. What's your thoughts on the subject matter, the ripple effects of a simp? What we just got done talking about.
Yeah, man. I agree with the gentleman on the panel, especially like Poppy, Mandrell for the most part, and then No Cap, Sir Hill when he was earlier, and I seen that shit firsthand because like when my father was trying to teach me to be a man, my mother would want like conflict and just get in the way of that,
Right.
And I just told her like you got to back off, Mom, respectfully, and let my dad do his thing because you don't do his thing, that shit could come back to bite me in the ass later in the future. So like my father taught me to do things like fix car parts, mow the lawn, handle how to do a tool, what you can do to fix things around the house, shit like that, and then like using a grill, stuff like that. So it's like I don't really see that shit nowadays a lot in a lot of these younger generations,
Yeah, for real. Like these young heads, man, they don't even know, they can't even change a car battery, and that's the most.
That's a big problem.
That is super easy. Change the car battery, change the motor oil, all that shit is super simple.
Yeah.
Change the brake pads is easy.
You can change the filter, change the hubcaps, change something, But
these young heads coming up, they don't know how to do none of that shit.
I see. Here's the thing: where are the fathers? I blame those jokers too. See, listen, you got some worthless ass parents out here that ain't worth they ain't worth spit. So the black community, people give people like the Patriarchy Strikes Back and the Chaotic Truth a very, very hard time. But let's be honest, we're not helping. We glorify degeneracy, negativity.
Yo, that's
bullshit.
A fact.
We glorify that shit. Anyone who goes out and gets a PhD, oh, that nigga lame. You don't glorify him. A brother could have lost the space shuttle. No, nothing for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what the black community swims in bullshit.
Yeah. But like Poppy said earlier.
I'm not done, Marcus.
Oh, you motherfucker.
We swim in bullshit and wonder why our community stinks so fucking much. You know what I'm saying? And then you spend so much time pointing fingers at everybody else instead of getting your game up.
Why is it always the shortest guy who wants to talk the most?
Instead of getting your game up, Rush, they complain about the rules of the game. The game is the fucking game. That's why you got savages like me and Poppy Blanco. We don't complain about this bullshit. Freezy was here, he'd tell you the same goddamn thing.
What the fuck? You always complain.
You go out there and you get qualifications, you get credentials, you excel in spite of all of it.
You complain about being
There's
short.
way too much money on here to be made for you to be broke.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're broke these days, it's your fault. If you're out on your ass, it's your fault. You don't deserve no pussy.
Yo, I
Weak
mean,
ass. I think seriously, when I see weak men,
you know
it makes
the
my
crazy
blood
about
boil.
that, man, Joe? Yo, it be a lot of these hobos getting these chicks, man.
Hey, that's because the chick's looking at him like, okay, she's looking at either one or two things.
But at that moment,
It's
it's
just
not the hobo's fault. It's the chick's fault because she chose that dude.
Here's the thing, Mark. It's one or two things in that situation. Either the chick's looking for a quick lay, that's number one, or she looks at him as a fixer upper. You know what I'm saying?
Or just
But
dick.
you can't fix laziness. You know what I'm saying? There's no cure for that. He has to have hustleness and get up and go.
I was gonna. Are you done? Nigga? Damn. No, I was gonna say what Poppy said earlier about the music. It's true because you got a lot of simp ass lyrics in these songs nowadays, and you got a lot of artists, especially coming from either the male or the female side, and they just are caping and catering to the women. And obviously that's smart because that's the consuming market, right? That's the majority of the market, and so they're gonna pay, and they're gonna pay to watch. They're gonna listen to the lyrics. They're gonna think it's cool and okay, and it's just. It is what it is now. But look at what we have now. Like, Drake has a lot of simp songs, but he does his thing, and women know that he does his thing. And then other dudes, as much as I don't want to use the exception, but some of these people are paving the way, and the women are chasing that, and they think that's cool. You got City Girls, you got Lizzo, you got who's that chick that used to be on the Real? Adrienne Bailon, the one that used to be the cheetah girl. Well, she just had a baby. She just had a baby, but she couldn't have a baby herself. So what they do? They use a surrogate. And she's all like, before she used to be like, I don't need men or whatever, or all this bullshit, and like women are so this and that. You got Lonnie Love over there crying and shit. She left her original dude, who was like a high earner, white
Lonnie
guy, whatever.
Love, that fat fuck. Listen, Lonnie, such a fat
and left her for who?
Fucking tears. I have no love nor sympathy for Lonnie Love. Fuck that self-hating
oh my bad.
chick.
I thought it was also the Asian chick. What's her name? The one that's with Young Jeezy, Jeannie Mai, whatever.
Yeah, she learned her lesson.
She left the other dude
men out here. But yeah, Lonnie Love on the same stage saying niggas ain't shit. Ain't no black men, they ain't worth nothing. But Jeannie Mai goes out and gets one. How come Lonnie Love can't do that?
She got more than one.
Right. How come Lonnie Love can't do that? Because she sits her fat fucking ass on that stage and doesn't bother to go to the gym and say no to the fork. Okay. Lazy broad, laziness. But then you want to blame everybody else because you refuse to put in the work. Jeannie Mai's in the gym.
Yeah, she work out regularly. I mean,
that Tia Tamara twin, she's in the gym.
Yeah, it's a part of their lifestyle.
But at least Tia,
these women are
still kind of,
and Lonnie Love is not.
But the thing about the Tia Tamara, the sister, she still respects like the traditional roles because she still has like a religious belief, right? So she still understands the confines of that marriage and her part. So she still like shouts out her husband and appreciates him and shit like that. And she doesn't go out twerking in public or shit like that. She doesn't do a lot of things like that. I don't see her doing that. But that's the difference between her and Lonnie Love. You know what I'm saying? Go eat a salad without fucking ranch dressing. You'll be fine. And, walk in the morning.
What's that? What's Sierra's husband? Russell Wilson. I feel like Russell is like the god.
They just bought a $30 million mansion in Colorado over there.
Right, but do you see the correlation with women who go to the gym and work out? These black chicks are married.
Yeah, well, Sierra's hot.
Okay, but Lonnie Love sits her fat ass on that stage and complains about, it's so hard to find a good man. These other women on the stage have no problem finding good black men. They're all married to black men. All of them, except Lonnie.
Like keeping up with your aesthetics as a female, it definitely
right. Keeping up with your aesthetics as a female, you gotta do it, ladies. I mean, and fellas, we gotta do the same thing. Rush, stop eating so much fucking sugar.
Hey man, I'm on point, man.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't lie. Just take the advice and let's move on. Okay. Now,
yo, man,
who benches more? You or Mandrell? Rush. Who benches more? You or Mandrell?
Shit, I bench about 415. How much you bench, Mandrell?
Damn, he beat you, Mandrell.
Oh, I don't know. I get up to 405 and I stop. I don't bother going up higher than that. There's no point. You got to. Here's the thing. If
That's
I'm
Rush
bench
wins.
pressing 405, right? If I go out there in the street and get my ass whooped, strength wasn't my problem. I was lacking it. I need to work on other shit. You can bench press 405 pounds. I can bench press 405 pounds. Who weighs 405 pounds that I'm going to get into some shit with? Let's work on other things now. It's like skill. How about we work on that?
Skill, timing, speed, precision.
I bench about 415. That doesn't mean shit if you don't have any skill to match Rush. You did.
Oh, I got hands. I got hands.
No, you don't. You don't have hands. You're too
Don't
fat.
hate, man.
This is why
Hey, Rush from New York, man. Rush is from New York, man. He gotta have some hands
Yeah,
from
don't
New
fuck with
York.
Rush. Hey, listen, Rush lives in Boston and New York. Mom in my car.
He a New Yorker.
Plus Marcus, plus Rush is from New York, so I know he don't know how to fight. None of y'all can fight.
Oh, get the fuck out of
he
here,
just
my
wear-
bro.
hey, Yo, Rush,
You know,
show him your
no,
Timberlands,
no.
Rush. Show him your Timberlands. I got my pair of Timberlands.
Shout out to all my niggas in Lauderdale. We all know how to throw them hands.
my
You
niggas
heard?
in
Steel toe, hey, steel tip
Alright,
boots.
Marcus,
Steel tip
Marcus.
boots.
He can't
I'm not
fight,
your
Marcus.
average
You can't even
northerner.
speak English.
Northerner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know them people always come down to the South talking all that noise, but get your ass whipped right back up there too.
Yeah, man.
Just because Mandrell lives in
like-
Alabama, he thinks he's like Deontay Wilder, Rush.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
man, be talking hella shit.
Russian reactions are classic, though, man. Russian reactions are classic.
Yo, a lot of men is in a bad stage nowadays, man. Let's just be real, bro. Like if by the ones that know how to maneuver, like for example, like my man Freezy, he out the game, so he good, man. Trust me, you don't want to be out here. But the ones that learn how to maneuver,
like me, I'm about to hang up mine too, man, in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. But the ones that know how to maneuver, the ones that know how to swing on these muddy waters, oh, we gonna wing out here, man. You just gotta know how to stick and move, baby, stick and move, because that's how society set up.
Game, he knows the rules, man.
That's how it is. They just like, and then they complain because, oh, Bobby, you the one who put in bodies on this film. Like, yo, you the one who let niggas do you. You
Right,
fought for this.
exactly.
That part, Bobby.
You fought for that, and that's the hypocrisy that makes me laugh, yo. They go and do more. They go and march. You know how degrading for women. Listen, I actually know females that go. You know that slut shaming shit. That's like a special weekend for them. That's like Memorial Weekend for them, bro.
Isn't that a parade,
Do you know that?
Poppy?
It is a parade for the weekend, bro.
What the?
It's a
I remember that
it's
shit.
like it's a three. It's in LA. It's in LA every year.
I
You
gotta
talking
head out
about
of
Amber
here.
Rose?
If you guys are still on when
Yes.
I get back, I'll join you again. But I gotta head out of here for right now. Rush, thank you for having me.
Yo,
Labuto,
anytime, man, bro.
Labuto, if you're watching, thank you for having me. I hope I did not demonetize this video, which I probably
you did.
did.
Fuck you.
However, Rush, thank you, man. You've been a good sport. You know, none of this stuff was personal.
You ain't shit.
You know I fucks with you. I rocks with you.
I rocks with you too. I rocks
That's
with you
drilling.
too, man.
That's drilling right there.
Yeah.
Andre's a real deal, man. That's my guy right
Everybody
there.
knows what it is, man.
He's heavy on that. You know what I mean?
Man, you would think since he's getting some now, he'd be fucking happier and shit. But this motherfucker's still negative as
I
shit.
am happy. I am happy.
Ah!
No, you
I'm
fucking
far
negative
more
as shit.
relaxed, Marcus. See, Marcus,
Look at you, Avatar.
You stretch too thin, man. You can't be everywhere at once, man. Marcus is on 12 different panels at one time. At
Bro, I
any
can't
given
fucking
time.
help it.
Yo,
Some
yo,
people just give me a
yo,
blue wrench. I don't even know.
Everywhere. I'm
Right,
like,
Marcus, it'd be the most obscure shit at 3:30 a.m. And Marcus
Yo,
ass would pull up on the
facts.
panel.
Yeah, while y'all are going live at 7, 8 p.m., I'm in the 3 a.m., 2 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, he on West Coast
Pull up
time.
on the panel. I'm like, how the fuck? How does Marcus even know about this shit?
I'm
Marcus
nocturnal,
is
bro.
my
Nocturnal
man.
activity, bro.
Marcus gonna pull up on your ass.
Yes, he will. Yes, he most certainly will. Marcus
Get
will
my ass
pull up
over here.
now.
Get your ass over here, man, bro.
You talking shit about Marcus? He gonna pull up. Better
gonna
make
put
sure
you in
it's
a
something you'll
fucking
say
oil
to
barrel.
his face, because Marcus is gonna pull up. Today I got time.
I'm gonna
cuz.
push Mandrell down the hill on a fucking tire. See if he keeps fucking with me.
That's messed up, Marcus. See, Mexicans would mess with. You do work with scraps, don't it? A tire.
I'm gonna fucking get you
That's
by a
fucked
tree
up,
branch.
man.
Shut up.
See, branches, primitive shit. Get out the Stone Age,
Yo.
man.
Shit
Get
still
out the
hurts,
Stone Age,
though.
Marcus.
All right, man.
Yo, I'm
But it's
finna
all
like.
right. I mean, it's totally understandable. People, you, but you're all right, Marcus. I do like and
Yeah,
appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, in spite of your racial handicap. But
I'm
yeah.
about,
This is
I'm about to
despite of
end this
your
live.
height cap. All right, fuck you, short
thank you
man.
for having me, Rush.
Anytime, man. But I'm about
Absolutely.
to end this live, y'all.
Labuto, if you're
So
there, thank you for having me. Hopefully, I didn't do any damage to
hopefully
your
you did.
network.
After he destroyed the city,
Right after I destroyed the city. Sorry, Mr. Mayor.
man.
Didn't mean any harm.
Hey, before y'all leave, I just want to say this because I was gone for a little second, but
Mhm.
these women ain't gonna change, man. They're
They're
too
not.
Facts.
incentivized.
Nope.
They're too incentivized to do bad behavior, right? I don't know if y'all remember, but right before Kevin Samuels died, he did that video. It's called, I think, On the Worst Day or something like that with Future. And in the beginning, Future said he has a problem. He has a problem with spoiling all the women he meet and sending them on like $3 million shopping sprees. It's just ridiculous, man. You know, we
Yeah,
talked about Lonnie Love, right? Lonnie Love is not going to get in the gym because they're incentivized to be fat because
She
you
already
know.
got the ring.
See what I'm saying? And you
Mhm.
can't really talk about fat women on the web because they're going to call it fat shaming, right? You know,
Right.
women are incentivized to have, to have babies and stuff. You know why? Because the courts are in their favor. They're going to get child support. They're incentivized to divorce, all their husbands. You know why? Because
Mhm.
they're going to get alimony. The courts are going to be super friendly to them. They're incentivized for bad behavior all across the board. And I don't see this shit changing no time soon.
But it's all again, Freezy, and you are absolutely right when you say that. The reason why they incentivize because they keep the fuckery going. They know by giving the system give this the system obviously is the government give them power. You know why? Because they know this is not even like me making it up. The
Mhm.
studies say that financially women are way more irresponsible than men. That's not even close. You see what I'm saying? So obviously they give them the kid because they know they're gonna waste that money right back to them. They put everything. They give them like I call it fake power. They made them believe they got power, and in reality they don't got power. The system is the one that made them like that, so they can continue the fuckery going on, bro. That's all.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Blanco. Straight up. Yo, thank you guys so much for coming through doing this collabo, man. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm about to end this live now. Yo, Captivity, thanks for coming through. Blanco, thanks for coming through. Marcus, thanks for coming through.
I'm in my car.
Hey man, I appreciate you for having us, man. Real talk.
Straight up, man. No doubt, man. Um,
What's up, chaotic?
yo, what up, Chaotic, man?
What's going on, man?
Yo, chilling, man. We about to end this shit now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know?
Yep.
But yo, before we end it, man, what are your thoughts on the ripple effects of a Simp Part 2? Like what are your thoughts about the things that we just got done discussing?
Well, I was in and out for the most part, but we've always had these conversations about simps. I treat simps the same way I treat all black barbecues. I try to avoid them at all cost. And on that that's my take on that.
Word up. That's good advice too.
It's great.
All right, yo. It's your boy Rush. You know what I mean? I'm out. Seek wisdom, practice humility, and remain sucker free. You heard? I'm out.
Absolutely.
One love. You
Yeah,
heard?
her.
Peace.
Peace.